All right, we're back down south where we used to live in the old parking lot. There's my truck.
That's a driveway, Quentin. Why do you always say parking lot? It's a driveway.
Fuck, I'm sorry. I'm picking up DJ's 240, so we're gonna...
You wipe that lens again.
Oh yeah. We're down here to pick up DJ's 240. I have a tattoo appointment today. Lens is fogging up again, but it's warm in here, so we're filming the intro. Well, I figured while we're down here, we should talk about the Skyline because we haven't really said anything since we bought the Altima. So we're gonna go do a little walk around on it, talk about what's the damage, what's the plans, and all that good stuff. Hopefully this answers some of the questions you guys have been asking in the comments. This looks cool. It's like a filter or something.
Fancy.
Unfortunately, this is all that the insurance gave me back when I bought it back.
There she is, boys. We will rebuild her.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Nah. It's right here. I'll just talk about what's obviously fucked. I mean, the fenders, the hood. The fenders are slightly fucked. I'm pretty sure they're toast.
They're toast.
Yeah. Put this up. A lot of this you guys have seen before. Yeah, the whole front radiator support's toasted. Radiator's toasted. Intercooler's toasted. Some of the intercooler piping is toasted, I believe. It looks like this got a little crumpled, but I'm hoping that's the furthest the damage went, is right there. So we could just cut all of that off. So yeah, that's the plan. I don't want to, some people are telling me to like pay to get it professionally fixed and all this stuff, but like if I did that, I would just buy a new Skyline because that's how much it would cost. I'm gonna bring it down to Charles. You guys are probably familiar with him. He helped me fix my 240 when I crashed it into the wall at the Villains Sportsland.
He also built the cage in it.
He built the cage and has done just so much for us. So shout out to Charles. Go follow him if you don't.
Fab Town.
Yep.
Buy one of his manifolds. Link in the description.
Yeah. He's gonna build a manifold for this too. Excited to go see him. So this is kind of an excuse to just make the drive down there and get this squared away.
That's really why we crashed it.
Yeah, to go see Charles. A lot of people are probably wondering how much I got back from insurance, and I guess there's no reason not to tell you. I thought they would figure out the car's worth 10 and then lowball me to 7 or something like that. Then he's like, well, I've got a good number for you. And I was like, oh shit, that sounds good to me. And he says 21 grand. So they gave me 21 grand for this Skyline. I bought it back for 3 grand. I ended up with 18 grand, and I put about 6.5 grand into the Corolla so far, and I paid some people back some money that I owed them, and I'm hoping to save some also.
Hoping to save a bunch.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah,
save
that's
a shitload of the money.
That's the main goal, aside from beam swapping the Corolla.
My main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
Yeah, I also am gonna have to spend some money on this. Obviously, it needs a new intercooler and a new radiator. But aside from that, I'm hoping that it doesn't really need much more other than like materials for tubing and stuff.
Headlights.
Nothing like too expensive. Yeah. So I think the motor's fine.
Yeah, radiator just crunched in there. Rad support. Bash bumper bar just flattened.
Look at the...
Yeah, that's not straight. Crumpled. Well, crumpled in all the places it's supposed to. Look at this bulge. Yeah, we're gonna have to
even cut this out. We're gonna have to just yank this.
Yeah. Strut towers seem okay, but they seem okay. We can't tell.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the extent of the damage, the visual damage that we can see.
Yeah.
But we'll get into the inside of the car
and other things.
Yeah.
This is where I was sitting during the crash. This is where the most manly section of the car is. Biggest dick sits right here.
Door doesn't really open that well.
So that's not a good sign. Also, yeah, after the crash, a cigarette butt was found.
Who knows where that shit came from?
None of us smoke, so I don't. Yeah. Yeah. So initially, you can see.
Oh yeah.
That panel doesn't line up. This panel doesn't line up.
And it's like, it's not like snapping back into place. It's fucked. Here, I'll show them over here too. You can see right there, there's this crack between like the dash and the bezel here. That was definitely not there before. That didn't close. Yeah. I guess that leads me into the plan for this car. We're gonna tube front it. We're gonna sort out the alignment and the suspension and make sure everything's good.
Obviously, like the frame is definitely probably crooked. But
yeah.
It's a matter of like how crooked. Like, can we get it straightened a little bit? Can we align it?
Can we get it to drive straight? Is pretty much the goal.
Yeah.
From there, the plan is to make it just my designated drift car. Like pretty much the same thing I had with the 240. The title is totaled now, so I can't drive it on the street unless I go through that grueling process that I went through with the 8.6. If I can get it driving straight and I feel like I want to drive it on the street again and I get the front end looking good again, then I will go through that process. But the plan for right now is to daily drive the Corolla when it's done with the swap, and then just use this as my drift car. And it'll be nice to not have to worry so much about this car. Like even when I was driving it, I was worried. Like I didn't want to fuck around too much in it, which is why I never drove it like hard before this happened. But now it'll be fun because like the frame's pretty dicked, so
you don't have to worry about it.
I don't have to worry about dicking the frame again, which sometimes leads to progression and happiness. So overall, I think the situation wasn't as bad as it seemed like it was going to be in the first place, which is good.
Yeah, we thought we were just going to be out a car.
Yeah.
We kind of got 2 cars out of it.
I really didn't think I was going to be so fortunate with the insurance payout or anything really. So I ended up getting to keep it, which is awesome. And I'm hyped because I know Jonas put in so much work and like he loves it. So maybe one day I'll even end up selling it back to Jonas.
$100. You know what I got.
Yeah, but I really want to drive it. A lot of you know this is my dream, like one of my dream cars. So plan is to get it back driving so I can drift it and just have fun, like have the fun that I intended this car to be. It's not dead, it's just here at my parents' house. As soon as we're done with the beam swap, we're gonna take this bad boy down to Charles, like we were saying, and get it driving again. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, yo, you should fix it professionally, but it's just going to be so much money. That's what I think anyway. I don't know exactly how much that kind of stuff costs, but I'm sure straightening frames isn't cheap.
Yeah, and another thing too, people are like, oh, you got all that money now, like you can afford to get it professionally fixed, but it's like, as well, like there's so much more money that needs to be spent on this and the Corolla still, and then like he probably could get this fixed, but then out of all that money he got, he's just like he doesn't have anything left. Like, like that's such a huge opportunity to build savings, like to just waste that is kind of silly.
I was talking to my buddy Mike at the Eagles Hall last night, and he was telling me to get this fixed professionally, and I was like trying to explain to him why I didn't think that was a good idea, and he was trying to explain to me why it was a good idea. And basically what I said was like, I'm probably gonna end up putting $8,000 into my Corolla, which is also another dream car of mine, having a beams swapped Corolla, and I'll be able to enjoy the shit out of that car even more than I ever have, and then get to keep this car and drive the shit out of it once I just tube front it and sort this suspension. So I'm like basically coming up a whole dream car and still getting to keep a dream car. So I don't know, it's in my brain it's the best idea, and I'm sure people will disagree, but this is just what I'm gonna do. So haters gonna hate, man.
I say sit and rotate. Oh, Quinn, I thought you were drinking. You got beer right there.
Fuck. Yeah, I've been sober for the past 12 days.
No beer. Sober January.
Yep. 11 days.
He had no duels, but that's about it.
I had no duels and bourbon flavored ice cream.
And I know the real reason y'all clicked on this video was because you want to see the style up wheels on my Lexus. Unfortunately, we can't take these wheels with us because we have nothing to set this car on, but maybe punch it. Okay, I don't think any of that's gonna work out.
Okay, so yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, I will be replying to all the comments and just trying to clear everything up if we didn't cover anything you wanted to know. This was just a quick video me and DJ wanted to make because we were down here and the car's here. Shout out to Caleb's dad for towing it down for me. That was super nice of you, if you're watching. That's the car. It's down here. I miss it, but I'm super excited for the Corolla. I've never been so excited for a car in my life. So that's what's important to me.
Being excited about cars is important? Yeah, I'd agree. I'd say that's what it's all about.
But I mean, this car's important too.
Well, yeah.
It's just the whole damage thing, put it on the back burner.
Car's about driving cars, man.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, drive cars.
So, and that's what I'm gonna do with this car. I'm gonna drive it.
Drive fucking cars, bro.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, like I said, put a comment down in the comment section if you want to know anything more. I'll get back to you. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing and liking the videos. and checking out our Patreon and subscribing to our Patreon and buying our merchandise. We're coming out with some sick merchandise pretty soon.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it, dude.
Oh yeah, it smells like semen.
That's literally, hopefully true. Well, let's just say, get ready to be milked in every sense.
Yeah.
Crunch. It kind of looks like an S14.
On my Louis V soda can. I just no scope, yo bitch, check the bandy can. 10 racks in my hands, call me Edward Van Hand. I was in a band, man, we were called the Band Band. Meet me at the Denny's, cause I'm cooking up a band slam. Yeah. I have way more money than you. Ran out of pockets, keep money in my shoe. 10 rollies on my wrist, dream come true. Granting all my wish, that's what the money do. Rolling up a swish, puff till I turn blue. Double styrofoam dish, brain turned to goo. I don't really care, cause the doctor make it new. I'm really rich, and that's what the money do. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yay. Woo, yeah. Blah, 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 pussy, money, money, weed. Yada, 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 got a wad of paper all green. Henny, 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 roly-polies for my team. Zanny, Molly, Percocet, and promethazine. Got a lot of Lamborghinis in my Lambo account. How many